Now I remember how to do this. Yeah, I'm tired of messing up. I'm tired of forgetting how to do this. No, because it's a little slanted. Oh my gosh. And now there's a truck going by, of course. It's like everybody's out. They're not even looking at me. I'm paranoid. Okay, first of all, I put one of those little wind blockers. I put one of those on top of my camera. So if this doesn't block the wind, I don't know what's going on. That's what it's for, right? To block the wind. So it should be like magical bibbity bobbity boop. No wind, you should just hear me. So I hope it works. I'll see it when I edit. If nothing else, I'll just try to do what I did last time in all those cuts and stuff. One thing that I do want to say is that if you don't see me going outside as often as I said I would like to, it is solely because I am regretting my decision to. I walked outside and the first thing I see across the street, a person sitting on their porch. They're allowed to. It's just I wasn't expecting that, and so I instantly was like, should I just go back inside? Tell me why I turned the corner of my block and outside of this house, a whole family. Like, there was like 5 people outside. Now granted, most of them were kids, but there was a whole family outside just sitting there talking, discussing stuff, like just chilling outside. The main thing, I guess the problem is I just don't want people in my business. I don't want people staring at me like, where is she going? What is she doing? Why is she out here? And again, that's part of what I'm trying to work on. I'm allowed to be out here. I can be out here if I want. It's just feeling like other people feel the same way. You know what I mean? But I was going to talk about my cornstarch addiction, because it is a huge part of this journey that I want to go on and helping myself get better and be better. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm just going to get right into it. Like I said in my other video, the whole cornstarch thing started when I was watching, I think it's TLC, but anyway, My Strange Addiction. And this lady, this woman, she was addicted to cornstarch. Basically what happened was I got curious, I tried it, and you know what's crazy? Out of all the things that those people were addicted to, I feel like I picked the least of the weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, cornstarch is weird. But if you saw what other people were addicted to, my God, I feel like mine was pretty okay, like pretty normal. At least it's in the food category, okay? So yeah, I got curious and I decided to buy myself some. And I just wanted to see if it was as good as this lady was making it out to be. The powdery goodness. I stopped for a while. My issue was when I went back to it. I went back. That's when it got me. And then I couldn't stop. Now, in the beginning, it started off as a snack. It started off as, like, I would eat, but I would have my little cornstarch. Now, I would have the Argo. It was the Argo, and I remember they were the square jars. Now, I think they changed it to the cylinders, but when I started, it was the square jars. And what I would do is I would just open the lid, open the little seal, and then just lick it. And then, like, just eat it that way. Now, I don't know when it turned into, like, a full-blown thing. When did I start? I want to say it was maybe 2018. I could be wrong. It was either 2017 or 2018. I know that for sure. And when I noticed that it became a problem was when I would clean my room. I would notice the buildup. And when I turn around and I see one cornstarch here, 1 cornstarch there. Okay. But then when I go to clean my room and I'm like, all right, all the trash gets out today, and I turn around and I see 5 cornstarches here, 2 cornstarches here, is when I really looked at myself like, my gosh, what happened? And remind you, it wasn't something that I wanted to stop, obviously, but it is something that I did notice. Like 5 cornstarches on my table, on my dresser. In the beginning, 1 cornstarch, 1 container a week. That quickly turned into maybe 2 a week. This got to the point where I'm eating 1, let's say Monday, right? That's my start. Literally the next time I'm eating it, Wednesday, and then Friday. And I started noticing that I was eating it with a spoon. Like I'm literally eating cornstarch with a spoon. I couldn't help myself and I couldn't stop myself. And I would ask my brother to buy it for me too. Constantly ordering it as well. I mean, you're not impressive because your engine is loud. I don't know why people think that they're impressing others with loud engines. We are not impressed. We are just annoyed. So yeah, I started eating it with a spoon. And I just sit there and just eating spoonfuls of cornstarch until it was gone. The issue was, once it was gone, I wanted more. I'm like, it's gone. I need more. What happened? I need a restock or something. Now, I know that some people, they eat cornstarch for ASMR, and I started watching those, and there's a bunch of channels out there for cornstarch lovers. And so I was like, oh wow, it's a whole community. This is insane. Some of them don't swallow the cornstarch, and so for me, I feel like I can't imagine just eating a bunch of cornstarch but constantly spitting it out, because first of all, it gets to like a pasty if you wait too long. So constantly spitting that out, I would assume it's like really annoying and really gross. So no, I don't spit it out. I just freaking eat it. This is where it started turning problematic. Was when I stopped eating actual food. The more cornstarch that I ate turned into maybe half a meal a day or just 1 meal a day if I was lucky. And you're probably wondering, how are you not freaking dead? Like, what the heck? Starving yourself. No, I actually gained weight, actually. Like I said, I was 104. I went up to 136 at one point. So almost 140 pounds. And once again, for my height, that is no good. Some wind just came past, so it better blocked it.
It better be doing its job. I'm serious.
So with what I was eating, it may seem low, but remember, cornstarch has calories to it. Now, just for reference, a container of cornstarch, at least the Argo that I was eating, cornstarch has 30 calories, right? 30? I got like a little paper here. 30 calories per serving. A serving size is 1 tablespoon. There's 56 tablespoons in a container of cornstarch. I can go through an entire container of cornstarch in 1 day. Do you hear me? So we know 16 tablespoons equals 1 cup. 1 cup, just 1 cup of cornstarch is 480 calories. So 56 tablespoons in that container in 1 day, 1,680 calories. So on top of the food that I am eating, that's not good. Yeah, if I'm eating around 1,400 calories in a day, add on that cornstarch, that 1,680 calories, and yeah, that's a problem. So that kind of explains my weight gain. I don't know. For some reason, I did not think addiction would be that hard. I really thought, and I'm being serious, I really thought that it would be something that I could just stop. I truly did. I really thought, I was like, I'm not gonna buy anymore. I'm done. I told my brother there's no need to get any more. You know, I would literally take it out of my cart, my shopping cart online, and somehow, some way, I would turn around and find 3 more cornstarches on my table, and literally one in my hand. I'm still eating it, and I just didn't think it would be that hard. Now, with depression, I don't know if you would understand. For me, at least, a lot of the days seem to become blurry and like mixed together, and I lose track of time quite often. Well, sometimes I don't realize what day it is, and sometimes when I realize what day it is, I don't remember the previous days. So say like Thursday can be done. I'm done with Thursday, got back home from work. Laying in my bed at night, I can literally lay there thinking to myself, what happened on Wednesday? Where did Tuesday go? I don't even remember going to work on Monday. What happened Monday? And I'm just not understanding how I even got to Thursday. So tying that in with this cornstarch, it could be a Saturday and I'm just relaxing and I look over, I notice I got a cornstarch in my hand. It's halfway empty. But how did 8 bottles get in here? What happened? And that's how it is sometimes. Like, I literally look over and I'm like, I just cleaned my room. How are there like 8 bottles? And I am literally shocked. I am mind blown with how many bottles I am surrounded by. And that's when it becomes a little scary. I'm like, how quickly am I eating these tubs? How fast am I finishing these? Now, I've tried different things, actually. I've tried baby powder, obviously. I mixed in baby powder with the cornstarch. I eat it. It was fantastic. The thing is, it was so good that when I went back to the regular cornstarch with no baby powder, it literally was a downgrade. And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta keep up with the baby powder now. I gotta eat it with the baby powder. That's it. It just has to be with the baby powder now. And I've also done dryer sheets. I heard that was delicious. I saw a couple videos on that. I think it was a Downy dryer sheet. I'm just not remembering the scent. The whole thing with the dryer sheets is supposed to scent your cornstarch. So what I would do is I would have my cornstarch, I would have a container, and then I have my baby powder and also my dryer sheets. Cornstarch, mix it with the baby powder, put in 2 dryer sheets, shake it up. Take those dryer sheets out after a couple minutes of shaking, put in 2 more dryer sheets and shake it up. Take those out. Now it is scented so deliciously. I don't know. It's like eating the scent. You know what I mean? It's like, you know when you smell something and you're like, oh, this tastes like the smell of yada yada. That's what it is. It tastes like the smell of the dryer sheets. It doesn't actually taste like dryer sheets. Smell a dryer sheet, that's what it tastes like. You can't tell me if it wasn't in powdery form, it wouldn't be absolutely delicious. One of their videos said to scent it with a bar of salt, and I tried it, but it just wasn't working. Like, it was not scenting my starch at all. Now, moving forward, I stopped eating cornstarch. I don't know why. Recently, well, not recently, for like a few years, I've just been eating baby powder. Maybe once a year, I'll go back to some cornstarch, but really I've just been eating the baby powder lately. Like I said before, the Johnson's, I could be wrong again, but the Johnson's is made with cornstarch instead of talc. So, and we know that cornstarch has calories. So I would assume that baby powder contains calories even though it does not have a nutrition label. I think the only reason why it doesn't have a nutrition label is because it's not food. I think it still contains calories, right? Right, that makes sense. So that's where I'm at, guys. I'm at Johnson's baby powder. He's back. He's back from his trip. Oh my gosh. I hope he crashes. As much as I'd like to say I'm done, I'm gonna find a way to get it again. I'm gonna find a way. And it's gotten to the point where I'm making such ridiculous decisions. You guys know Instacart. It's a shopping service, but their prices can get very expensive depending on what you're getting. Before I got my little membership, I would shop on Myers Express, and I would get their baby powder. The problem is, it's like, it would be a rush decision. It would be like, I need to have this right now, and all the stores are closed, and it's late at night. Someone has to give me some baby powder. So it would literally be 10:30. All the stores are closed. The store that's like 10 minutes away from me is closed. The Family Dollar is closed. I can't get it on Amazon, which is where I usually get my baby powder. I come up with a genius idea. Instacart. Instacart will have it. And I can get a driver and get it right now. I can get it by 11:30, possibly. So I can eat it. I would be in a panicked state. And I would go on Instacart. Baby powder would run around $6.99, so $7 for some baby powder. Now here's the thing, you have to have a $10 checkout minimum. All I want is the baby powder, so sometimes I literally just fill my cart with anything that I can find just to make that $10. When you're done with the service, when you're done with the tip, when you're done with the delivery fee and whatever else they tack on, the taxes, when you're done with all that, you can very easily be spending around maybe $19, $23. And all I wanted was some baby powder. So with this overpriced Instacart and all these fees, the checkout minimum, I mean, I'm literally paying around 20 bucks just for a tiny little baby powder. And when you think about it, that's absolutely ridiculous, right? But at that moment, I don't care. I just want the baby powder. It's another thing where literally when I start panicking, it's after I've made the decision to stop. And I'm like, I'm not buying anymore. And when my brother comes back from work and he's like, oh, you didn't want any baby powder? I thought you wanted some. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. It's that moment when I don't order it online. So there is nothing coming. It's the point where I don't have anything in my house anymore. And it was the last spoonful. It was the end of the bottle. It's that moment when I'm like, I'm done. I did it. No more. I'm through with this. I'm not eating it anymore. I've had it. I'm a changed person. I don't even make it 5 hours. I can't even make it 2 hours without literally trying to find another way to get the baby powder, which brings me to going on Instacart and paying around $20 just for some baby powder because I'm panicking and there's no way else to get it. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and I just wanted to tell my story. So right now I'm just eating the Johnson's baby powder. Yeah, it's just part of my journey that I'm gonna try to get better at. So that's it. That's my story. That's my story time for today, and I gotta hurry up and get back. So that's it, I'm done, and then I'll see you in another video. Whenever I post another video, I'll see you, so